In this installment, we're going to be going over the NBA picks for Thursday, March 5th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our March 5th NBA slate we got going on for Thursday. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetSD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about that Patreon. Right now at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 10.3 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 20K, and we're well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you are subscribed, continue to like and comment. That gives the YouTube algorithm a greater chance to reach everyone else. All right, so we get it. We need support here. All right, like, comment, and share. I don't care what the comment is. I'll say what's up back at least, at minimum. And if you want to hit that hype button as well, that helps so much. All right, now I made a post for you guys. I said there was not going to be no video for Wednesday. If you were able to come over, I posted this. We had a nice little double up here on the parlay. We took the Hornets, Thunder, and the Suns right here, and we took the UCLA money line as well. But if you guys sign up for the Patreon, we are having a nice night already. Starting off with the Thunder money line, that was a cash. Hornets plus 6.5. You got to take advantage of the Hornets. Hornets are one of the best teams off the second game of a back-to-back, number one, and the Hornets they're like 10-0 in the last 10 games of covering spreads. All right, so that was a big upset there. Hornets beat the Celtics. Quan with a beautiful three-leg parlay right here that cashed, and we had the 76ers on the money line as well. So we are doing very well right now. Shout out to Quan. He said thanks. This is what we do. This is what we do in here. To get locked and loaded, click that link provided down below. You're going to get full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. First game up here in Kia Center, we have the Orlando Magic 32-28 going against the Mavericks 21-40. Looking at the odds for this one here, Magic at home minus 350, comeback of the Mavericks at a plus 275, total at 229 and a half, and the spread is at 8.5. Public bet percentage here, 88% of the bets, 93% of the money all over Orlando. For the total, 61% of the bets coming in on the over, but 53% of the money coming in on the under. Spread at 76%, and 73% of the money coming in on Orlando to cover this number. All right, so this game here really comes down to the injury report. All right, so as of right now, as long as we're getting, because they said he's a game time decision now. So let's double check this for you guys. The last report I got about Cooper Flag is that he's a game time decision. All right, let's see. Yeah, he's questionable. So he's been upgraded to questionable. Flag has been sidelined since the All-Star break, but he could make his return against Orlando. All right, so this is what is going to be riding on. So disregard that IR. He's been moved up. Najee Marshall would be a big boost. Brandon Williams and Klay Thompson. So I wanna wait and see if I can get Flag and Najee Marshall back. Then I really like the Mavericks to cover this number here. Obviously, Mavericks have been on a little bit of a downturn without Flag. They still played solidly in some of these games. They were able to beat the Nets, but they've been getting beat. They've been getting beaten up. They need Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag is the key for this. If I can get Cooper Flag back, then I'm on the number. If not, then we're on the Magic. All right, so wait this game here. Wait on injury report news. If Flag is in, give me the points. If Flag is out, we're taking the Magic. In Toyota Center here, we have the Houston Rockets 38-22 going against the Golden State Warriors 31-30. Looking at the odds in this one here, Rockets minus 325 on the money line. Comeback of the Warriors at a plus 260. Total at 215.5, and spread is at 8.5. Public bet percentage here, 89% of the bets, 91% of the money all over Houston. For the total, 86% of the bets, 90% of the money all over the over 215. And for the spread, 62% of the bets and 64% of the money on Houston to cover this number. What we seen from the Golden State Warriors was absolutely embarrassing in that previous game. If you watched it, they lost to LA, and then in that game to the Clippers, they were up by 17. They wind up losing by 13. That was an embarrassing showing that we saw in that second half of the game. They completely crumbled, and they literally have nothing. On top of that, they just lost one of their next best player here, Moses Moody. He's going to be out. On top of no Will Richard, no Kristaps Porzingis, no Jimmy Butler, no Steph Curry, no Seth Curry. There's no way I'm backing the Golden State Warriors here. This is going to be top play Rockets money line, secondary play Rockets -8.5. And I would go towards, if I'm playing totals, maybe Golden State Warriors team total under, and I would take Houston Rockets team total over. Something similar to that. This is a candidate of a game where you could see Rockets really put up a big number on here in this one. In Kasaya Center here, we have the Miami Heat 33-29 going against the Brooklyn Nets 15-46. Looking at the odds in this one, Heat -900, Nets want to come back at a 575, total at 226.5, and spread is at 13.5, the same exact number as we saw in their previous matchup. Public bet percentage here, 94% of the bets, 93% of the money all over Miami. For the total, 67% of the bets, 62% of the money on the over, and for the spread, 71% of the bets, 76% of the money on Miami to cover the 13.5 yet again. All right, they just played a couple days ago, and that was an absolute blowout from the Miami Heat by 26 points in that one. All right, so back-to-back situation. Usually these tends to go the opposite way, or at least the lesser team at least covers and shows up. You just saw this opponent, you make adjustments. It is very hard to trust this Nets team with absolutely anything, and they're horrible at covering numbers as well. So I wouldn't be surprised at all with another blowout. But this is one of my least favorite plays. I'm going to lean with the plus 13.5. All right, with the Brooklyn Nets. That total at 226.5. Yet again, this is two teams that run a very high pace. You really just kind of need the Nets to be efficient offensively, but that hasn't happened in the two games. All right, 95 and 98 in back-to-back games against the Miami Heat. So something needs to show up here. Are they going to knock down threes to make this go towards an over? Could they have a hot day? It could. I would lean towards the over just because of the pace of play for both of these teams. If the Brooklyn Nets makes their shot, then this total can go over. All right, so I'm going to lean with Nets plus 13.5 and the over on the total of 226.5. Least favorite play, though. Least favorite play. Next up here in Frost Bank Center, Spurs 44-17. Detroit Pistons 45-15. Looking at the odds in this one, Spurs home favorites -155. Come back to the Pistons at a plus 125. Total at 228.5. Spread is at 3.5. All right. Public bet percentage, 79% of the bets and money on the side of the Spurs. For the total, 69% of the bets, 60% of the money on the over 228.5. And for the spread, 62% of the bets, 78% of the money towards the Spurs and the cover. All right. So these two teams just played about 4 games ago, and that was an absolute. It was an absolute blowout, especially in Detroit. They won by 11 points there. Detroit tried in the first half, but the Spurs were just too much in that second half and pulled away and showed their dominance. Pistons coming off a loss against Cleveland. Spurs have been, they had a winning streak. They lost to the Knicks and then bounced back in phenomenal fashion against the 76ers, winning by 40 in that particular game. This team here in the Spurs are just a machine. If we're looking at this total, we could see a higher total in this one. Could it be even a bigger blowout? I could see it that way as well. So I'm going to lean towards the over 228.5. I think there's going to be a little more loose basketball play here. In Detroit was a little bit first time meeting up, big matchup. This is still same scenario here, but in San Antonio, you already seen them. I think the 3 ball is going to fall a little bit more. A lot of misses happened in that first game here. Give me the over 228.5, and I'm going yet again with the Spurs on the money line as the main play. Last but not least here in Target Center, we got the Timberwolves 39-23 going against the Raptors 35-26. Odds here, Timberwolves at home -235 on the money line. Come back at the Raptors at a plus 195. Total at 228.5. Spread is at 6.5. Public bet percentage here, 88% of the bets, 89% of the money on Minnesota. For the total, 71% of the bets, 70% of the money on the over 228.5. And for the spread, 61% of the bets and 76% of the money coming in on Minnesota to cover this number here. Now, the big injury news for this game and what might lead people to taking the Timberwolves and the cover is the update on Brandon Ingram. He is currently day-to-day with that injury issue on his non-shooting hand. So we should be fine. All right, I want to wait and confirm that if he's going to be able to give it a go here. These two teams played earlier this season, and that was a barn burner, 128-126, and it went towards Minnesota, and that was in Toronto. Despite that fact, here Raptors have been one of the better teams in the league on the road, 19-10. And I'm going to be backing the Raptors in this one with the points. All right, give me the plus 6.5. I think that's too many points in this matchup for two evenly matched teams. So Raptors plus 6.5. And for the total, I think this is a back and forth environment. I like the over 228.5 in this one. All right, so Raptors plus 6.5 and then the over 228.5. That's going to be our breakdown for the Thursday slate. Let me know in that comment section down below if you agree or disagree. We could definitely debate about that one in the comment section. If you want my full suggestion on all the plays, you gotta sign up for that Patreon. Click on that link provided down below. You're gonna get full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. That's your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.